Welcome back to MMA Al Dente. I am the guy who picked Peter Sabota to defeat Leon Edwards. And I'm here to talk about Matt Semelsberger versus Uros Medic. Uros Medic is 8-1, 30 years old, and he's giving up 4 inches of reach to 30-year-old Semelsberger, who is 11-5 as a pro. Medic, he's got great striking on the outside. I should mention at the top here, he's moving up in weight, taking this fight on relatively short notice, I believe. But he is moving up in weight. He's got 8 wins, 6 via TKO, 2 via submission. Primarily, this guy is a striker. The 2 guys he tapped, I think they're both from the guard, and they were both against scrubs at the very beginning of his career. But on the feet is where he does his best work, of course. This guy is a very good striker, and he's really good on the outside. Loves to use his, reach, which he's not going to have here. And he's also got some decent power in his hands, of course. He got that fine victory over Omar Morales, a fight in which Omar is a guy who is way too comfortable, way too composed even, a guy that likes to fight a calm, cool, and collected fight. And that was the wrong fight to fight with Uros Medic. And Medic just pieced him up and then knocked him out with a beautiful combination against the cage, or at least a 1-2 anyway, which can also be beautiful. His one loss comes by submission. That's a Jalen Turner, who got him out of there with a round 1 rear naked choke. That was a fight in which he was losing the fight on the feet. The ball got rolling on the feet. He was clipped, he was hurt, and he never recovered, and Jalen Turner tapped him out because his neck presented itself. But otherwise, I think Medic was about to lose via TKO there. And there's not a lot of shame there because Jalen Turner is a very dangerous lightweight. But here, Medic is fighting a very dangerous welterweight in Semelsberger. Matt Semelsberger is going to be winning the physicality battle. I can fucking guarantee that. These guys, even come close to tying up. Semelsberger could, he's much stronger. I think he would win the wrestling battle, and a lot of that due to brute strength, really. But Semelsberger is not a bad wrestler himself. Sure, he's been out wrestled a bunch. That's how he lost his last fight to Jeremiah Wells. Excuse me. But Semelsberger, he's a freight train on the feet. He's got fucking serious power, and we've seen him win using his wrestling as well. That A.J. Fletcher fight, Semelsberger won the wrestling battle in the end, secured top position, and out-wrestled the wrestler. But here I think, I don't know if this fight's going to get there. I mean, it might, but even if it doesn't, I think Semelsberger has too much for Medic on the feet. I do think Semelsberger is limited technically, but he's still got a great chin on him, Semelsberger. We've seen him throw down with Chaos Williams and even Jeremiah Wells and a lot of dangerous guys, welterweight guys, and his chin hasn't failed him. He did lose once via TKO to this guy Jerome Featherstone, who seems like a capable regional guy, and that guy got him out of there in round 3. I haven't seen the fight, even though I've tried to, but I imagine it wasn't his chin failing him. Semelsberger, he's going to have a distinct power advantage, a distinct size and physicality advantage, and I think even a wrestling and overall grappling advantage. I'm absolutely picking Semelsberger to win this fight. He's at minus 180. I bet on that with all my fucking heart. I do think, he's got 6 TKO victories, 4 decisions, 1 submission. I guess I'd favor a TKO for Semelsberger, seeing that Medic has been vulnerable, and Semelsberger, of course, hits harder than even Jalen Turner. He's just such a big, strong welterweight. So I would favor a TKO, but it wouldn't surprise me to see him consistently out-wrestle Uros Medic, especially if Medic is dancing around him and proving to be a little more difficult of a stand-up test than even I'm anticipating here. I say even I'm, like I'm some fucking expert. I'm just some jerk-off. But Medic, I do think, he's going to be faster, and I do think he's better technically, but I don't think the gap is that wide where Semelsberger wouldn't take over with power and physicality, and of course 4 inches of reach. So Semelsberger is the pick, minus 180. Again, I bet on that with all my heart, and that's where I stand. Like, share, subscribe, all that horse shit, and check out my other videos.